Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Creatives Create. I'm Craig McGill, aka Uncle Craig. Yeah, man, my aunt started calling me Uncle Craig when I was a kid, and I guess it stuck. Even till now, she calls me Uncle Craig. Listen, I've been doing production, video production, and television production for 30 plus years. 32, but who's counting? Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. I've seen a lot, I've done a lot. This is what I do. I'm so glad I found what I love to do. This is what I love to do. This is what I call my calling, or what I'm created to do. I mean, this is what makes me swing my legs out of bed in the morning. I'll do this day and a night. I'll forget to eat sometimes. I mean, once I get started doing something, I'm locked in. I don't want to eat. I just want to do it. I get excited about production. Can you tell? I just love this stuff. This is like time code, man, flows through my veins. I mean, I love this stuff. I mean, this is what I was created to do. I'm created to do this. Does this sound like you? Well, if it does, then this video is for you. Birds, man, they're in their glory when they're flying. You ever see an eagle, or any bird for that matter? You look at it, you're just amazed that, look, a bird is flying, man. I wish I could do that. I even dream sometimes about me flying, looking over the neighborhood. But anyway, that's another story. But a bird is in its glory when it's flying. It's created to fly. That's what it does. Same thing with a fish. It's designed, it's created to swim. That's what it does. Imagine a barracuda just darting through the water, doing this thing. That's what it's created to do. It's fast, it's nimble, boom. A whale shark, just lumbering. Man, that's Jaws. Just lumbering. But that's what it's created to do. You ever see a bird in a cage? Listen, I don't know this to be like scientifically true, but I've witnessed it myself, and the revelation I extracted from this was that what I'm about to tell you. So here's a bird in a cage on a perch, and then the bird is like going left and right on the perch, on that little thing. Going left and right. And you're like, wow, look at that. He's having fun. He's doing that. He's dancing. Bird ain't dancing. And then, you come back a couple days later, maybe a week later, whatever the case may be, and you see the bird plucking his feathers, and now you're a little concerned. You're like, this is strange. Why is this bird plucking its feathers off? And then you come back maybe a few weeks later, perhaps a couple days later, whatever the case may be, and you look in the cage, and the bird is upside down dead. Why is that? Because the doggone bird is not designed to be in somebody's cage, man. A bird, like I said before, is designed to fly. We take a bird and put it in a cage. The bird went crazy. The bird went crazy. The bird was doing this like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I wanna fly, I gotta get out of here. That's what he's doing when he's on that perch, in my mind at least. And then he's like, if I can't fly, I don't need these feathers. And start plucking off his feathers. I mean, I don't make light of it, but this is how I see it in my head. And then he like gives up the ghost. He just like, boom, I can't do it no more. If you're a true creative, man, that's how you feel when you don't do what you're created to do. You go stir crazy. That's why I'm trying to help you right now. We're all indoors. I hope we're all indoors doing the right thing. Just do something. Do something. Creatives are created to create. If we're not creating something, then we're going to shrivel up, man. Listen, dancers dance, writers write, singers sing, teachers teach, preachers preach. You know what I mean? Creatives create. That's what we do. I mean, if we're not doing that, then what the heck? Anyway, I want to help you today. I want to share some things with you that might help you. Perhaps you're in a funk. We're in a very precarious time right now where we're kind of stuck in the house. We can't do much. But I want to help you. I want to give you some ideas, maybe, give you some reasons why we may be sitting around feeling sorry for ourselves, perhaps. You know what I mean? So I just want to help you with this video to kind of jumpstart you to do something, because believe me, by me doing this video, it was me jumpstarting myself to do something. A friend of mine, he called me recently and said, I've been sitting in his house, man, for weeks and weeks and weeks. Well, not weeks and weeks and weeks, but he's been sitting in his house for weeks. And I just want to do something. I crave shooting. I crave shooting. I want to do something. I mean, that's a joker right there that loves creating. He's creative. So there was a challenge on YouTube, or maybe it was Instagram. I'm not sure. It was like, you spend something and you shoot it, you be creative, whatever. I mean, he jumped all over that and he crushed it. So that satisfied his craving. Creatives create. That is absolutely what we do. But what I found is that there are three things that I call creative blockers. I hope this helps you. Some of us feel that, we don't have enough time. Some feel that we don't have enough finances. And some of us may feel that we don't have the latest and greatest equipment, or even like a location, a building or a space to create, to produce, to direct, to shoot, whatever, edit. I'm going to help you. I hope I'm going to help you with this. Listen, we have, all of us, every single one of us who breathes in and out every single day, have 24 hours in a day. Every one of us. Every one of us who is breathing in and out, we have 7 days in a given week. Each and every one of us has 365 days in a year. And I'll submit to you that, man, if we can't carve out 1 hour in a day, or 1 week in a month, or 1 month in a year, just to do something creative, then you know what? Maybe you're not creative. Maybe it's something else that you are, because I'm telling you, you will shrivel up if you don't create something. Let's get back to what I was saying. I'm sorry. So time, finances, and equipment or space. So like I said, we all have the time. We have 24 hours a day. We have 7 days a week, and we have 365 days of the year. Man, get out there and do something. Carve out some time. Release what's inside of you. Do it. Write something. Draw a storyboard. You know what I mean? Research camera equipment, research techniques, look at lighting videos, look at, editing techniques, color grading, you name it. Whatever it is that you're into, look it up, learn, grow. And finances. So sometimes, could it be that we feel that, our finances are holding us back? It could be, to a certain degree, but, there are other options out there. You may feel like, I can't afford a camera. I can't afford the software subscription, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I've done projects with borrowed equipment. I've bartered to do stuff in the past. I mean, if the old saying goes, where there's a will, there's a way. And man, let me tell you something, I believe that 100%. Where there's a will, there's a way. Keep it legal. Keep it legal though, keep your morals intact, but where there's a will, there's a way. Get it done, Don't let anything hold you back. Don't let finances own you, man. Own finances, man. And another thing, so you may feel like you may have equipment, but you feel like you don't have the latest and greatest, and you want to run with the Joneses. I don't know if your younger folk might even know what that means, but that's an old phrase, But you don't have to. You don't have to have the latest and greatest equipment. You don't have to have the latest software, the latest camera, the latest lighting kit. The latest anything that comes out weekly, it seems. Man, you go online and something comes out every single day. If you keep chasing that, you'll never do anything. A confused mind does no thing. A confused mind does nothing, man. So just take whatever equipment you have, if you have some, and do something. Go in your backyard and shoot something. Go on your laptop with your free software that you can get. And edit something. Just be creative. I'm not trying to belabor the point, but I just want to let you know that there's ways to get stuff done and not let these blockers block you. And another thing, you may feel like you don't have the space. I don't have my office. I don't have a studio. Let me tell you something. My cousin down in Atlanta, he has converted a small guest room into a studio. And he does work in there. He gets it done. You can do it. There are people, I know of people who have setups in their basement. You can just carve out a corner in any room and shoot. You can get it done. Just do it. I mean, let me tell you a story. Here's a story. For years, I wanted a studio. You know, I wanted to have a place where I can leave my house, go to, have clients come over, shoot projects, have them shoot projects, rent my facility, whatever the case may be. And like I said, a confused mind will do nothing. A confused mind would do nothing. So for years, I just dreamed of doing it, but I never did it. So my sister was like, "You should put it in your garage." And I'm like, "I'm not putting it in my garage. I want a building." And I was stubborn. I wanted to have a building. And then my wife was like, "Just put it in the garage." And I'm like, and I thought about it, and I was like, "You know what? I'll do it." So my garage was like filled with like where I'm sitting right. Well, here's the story. I built it in my garage, and where I'm sitting right now was where my wife parked her car. I mean, we had the recycle bins right there. I had my lawnmower right there. And I had my leaf blower and my generator and all of my stuff right there. I had a shelf. I had a refrigerator and a freezer all right here. And here I am right now shooting in my converted garage to a studio, and I love it. I've done a ton of stuff here. When I decided that I was going to make it here, I went all in, 100%. I called my boy who has a painting business. He came over, he started painting. He painted it the way I wanted it and everything. And I came in here, I painted the floors. I mean, there's several projects I've done in here. I just got it done. Not because I'm great, it's because I create. And I wanted to do something. I got tired of sitting around not doing what I'm created to do, which is create. So there are some projects that I worked on that people came in here and worked on, and I've shot stuff in here. I mean, let me just show you a few things that was done right here in this garage converted into a studio. Listen, Nike said it best. Just do it. Just do it. I have one more story. My daughters are like, "Why do you always tell stories? You talk in parables." I do it because I feel like I can paint the picture better with a story. You can pick up what I'm putting down if you can put it in your head. Yeah. So there was a guy from the city, for this story's sake, let's call him Raymond. There was a guy from the city, and so he's driving through this southern county. He needed gas, so he pulls up in the gas station. The guy comes up and is like, "Let me just paint this picture for you." So he pulls up in the gas station, and there's the building that we're accustomed to going to that may have like groceries inside. You can buy snacks, you can get milk, you can get juice, Gatorade, whatever. Instead of that, it was like just like a house. It was like a house. That was it, and it had a porch, but it had a gas station outside. And then the gas pumps themselves, the numbers flipped. It wasn't digital. It's old. It's down south. Old. And so this dude walks up. Let's call him Cooter. I don't know. So this dude walks up, and he says, "Can I help you?" in this southern twang. And he's like, "Yeah, you can fill it up with regular." And so he's sitting. Okay. So the guy has on overalls. This dude is nasty here. He has on overalls with a stained shirt. It looks like tobacco juice or something. So I'm painting the picture for you. This is what I do. It's Uncle Craig. All right, this is how I do it. So anyway, he starts pumping the gas, and all of a sudden, Raymond hears a dog yelp. So Raymond is like looking around. He looks at Cooter, and Cooter just standing with the straw in his mouth, pumping the gas. And so then Raymond's like, whatever. So he's still, kind of sitting there, and all of a sudden, he's like, what the heck? He looks back at Cooter. Cooter is not paying that sound, that dog, or anyone any mind. So now the guy Raymond is like, what the heck is this all about? And then the dog does it again. He's like, all right, what the heck? Sir, what is wrong with the dog? Why is the dog yelping? And he's like, oh, that dog over there, we had that dog for the longest. That dog is just laying on a nail. Raymond is like, why doesn't the dog get off the nail? And then Cuda says, well, I reckon it doesn't hurt enough. Mm, There's so much to pull out of that. It's incredible. Listen, could it be that the pain of the nail of saying that you don't have enough time is hindering you from doing your creative work? Could it be that the pain from that nail of saying that I don't have enough finances keep you from creating what you are created to create? Could it be that the pain of that nail of I don't have a facility, I don't have the latest and greatest equipment, could the pain of that nail keep you from doing what you're created to do? To me, that sounds like procrastination. And listen to me, that pain, until you get off that nail to make that pain go away, you're going to sit in procrastination forever. Listen, this is for me as much as it is for you. Listen, I'm Uncle Craig. I'm here to help you. Don't let anything block you from doing what you're created to do. Carve out time. Make a point. Get up a little earlier. Go to bed a little late. Instead of watching television, go somewhere and do something. Go into a room or whatever. I don't know. Make it happen. Forgive me if it feels like I was preaching to you, but this is what I do. I know that could be helpful. It's probably less about what we don't have and more about what we don't do. That's for me too. That's for me too. We're all growing. We're growing together. So listen, there's other videos that I can talk to you about. There's other ideas that I kind of have in my head. This is just like the inaugural one. This is top to start it off. Listen, subscribe to this. Share this, like this. This is what I do. You know what I mean? I create and I talk about it. And, we'll just keep moving forward. So thank you for your time. And I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Take care.